it's Maria Grasha Vlogs here. So today this is gonna be another vlog video. It's currently 12:30 a.m. in the morning, and tomorrow is going to be my flight going to Sweden. Hopefully everything goes well. I'll document everything that's going to happen during this flight so that I can share the things that I'm gonna go through and maybe provide you again with some tips like in my previous video. So if you would like to continue, stay tuned and let's proceed with the video. So now we are at NAIA Terminal 3, and you will see on this video that there's actually a lot of people already, and on the plane itself there was actually no social distancing, so all seats were occupied. I would advise that you go early before your boarding time and your check-in time because the line is super long. I would advise that before you go to the check-in place or a day before your check-in that you should do web online check-in. As you can see, the line is super long, but once they've checked your requirements, you can actually go on a separate lane for online check-in, and there's no line for that. I would advise definitely to make sure you do that before your date. Okay, so as you can see on the check-in, it was a very long line. I flew with Qatar Airways, and on the country that I'll be traveling to, which is Sweden, they're actually requiring a COVID test that's not longer than 48 hours for foreigners. But I'm actually traveling already with a residence card for that country. Still though, I went ahead and did a COVID test for safety precautions or safety measures so that the other passengers will feel secure as well that I already have that in my hand and it's a negative result. So after the check-in, you then just proceed with paying the travel tax if you haven't paid it already. I think with my experience with Qatar Airways, I flew with them twice, and on both times I didn't need to pay the travel tax. I booked directly on their website, so it could possibly be that when you book directly with Qatar Airways website, it's already paying for the travel tax. The ladies in the check-in anyways will tell you if you can proceed direct to the immigration or if you still need to pay for the travel tax. And then after that, you then proceed to immigration. With immigration, it was a long line, but all the booths were open. So even though it was a long line, it was progressing very quickly. When it was my turn, the only thing I needed to present, since I was flying with a residence card, was my residence card, my passport, my departure card, as well as my CFO. So they didn't ask for the CFO, it's just something that I presented with them. After that, they didn't need or they didn't ask any other questions, so they asked me to put my face mask down and put a stamp almost instantly. I guess I'm just very lucky with the immigration officer that I was assigned to, and I guess as well since I'm already flying with a residence card. And then after that, there's another line for first-time travelers. There are two immigration people or officers that you're gonna have to face. So the first one is the ones that are at the booth, and then another one for a separate lane before entering the boarding lane or boarding location. So when we got on that line, that the officer actually asked for the CFO, which was no problem because at the time I already had my original CFO sticker and document. So once they saw that, we then proceeded with waiting in our terminal for our boarding. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you a clip of us boarding and a short clip of the plane flying, and then I'll give you further update once it's our time in arriving in Sweden. In Sweden, the only thing that I presented was my residence card as well as my passport. They didn't ask for anything else like how long am I going to stay and anything like that, again because I already have a residence card. So of course this video is targeting ladies that are going to Sweden because that's what my content is mostly about. So if you're a lady that's traveling with only a type C visa, like a tourist/visit visa, of course they will definitely ask what are you going to do in the country and like how long will you be staying and when are you going back. But if you're going to travel with your residence card, if you already have it, you don't need to worry about anything. They'll just check and make sure that it's really you, and you'll be good to go. So I think this is pretty much the end of my video. It's a very short one, just to give you an update with what I've gone through when I flew to Sweden and everything else that I could possibly think of. Thank you so much again for watching, and for the new subscribers, thank you so much. If there's any new content that you'd like to see, please let me know in the comment box below, and I'll make sure to read and respond to them as much as I can. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time. Goodbye.